Hello, welcome to the WFED 7560 Multicultural Education. This is an introductory video that's going to give you an overview. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. I'm going to talk about why the course is important. Then I'm going to talk a little bit about the course syllabus and kind of give you an overview of that and where you can find more detail for it. And then finally I'm going to explain how fast and furious this course is going to be, and just to let you know that we're really going to go through this material pretty quickly. So anyway, just to introduce myself a little bit, I came to the University of Georgia as assistant professor in 1990. That's 30 years ago this fall. We came here from the University of Pittsburgh. I am married to Dr. Barbara Schell. She got her doctorate here at the University of Georgia in adult education, and she's been a professor at Brenau University for until she retired about 6 or 7 years ago. I forget exactly now. We have 2 children. They're adult children now. We have 6 grandchildren who range from age 24 to 15 years. I have taught a number of courses in the department. Mostly I ranged on administration and supervision. I taught the organizational behavior class. I've taught courses on situated learning theory, which was my research area, and also focus on qualitative research. The research focus that I had for the 20 years I was in the department, longer than that I think, was on situated learning theories and teaching, and that resulted in many articles in the professional literature and 2 books. I was very active with student committees and really enjoyed that part of the work. I sat on committees for master's, specialists, EDD, and PhD students. And over the years, you can see my dog walking in the background there. I supervised more than 20 successful PhD candidates who are now scattered around the country and really doing some interesting things. I retired from the department in 2012 due to some pretty significant health issues in the time, which now I've kind of overcome those, and so I'm back to teaching part-time. And I am booked to teach courses through 2021 on a part-time basis with the department. In fact, I've noticed that some of you have signed up already for my situated cognition course, or contextual learning course, it may be called in the books, for fall of 2020. And that is really a fun course, and I think you're going to learn a lot about learning and teaching. And just one last thing, it's rather unusual for me to teach in the summer because normally we are at our summer home in Maine, and I prefer not to teach in the summer, but because of the circumstances this year, we're still staying at home and staying out of crowds, and so I decided, of course, because of the circumstances, I'll just go ahead and teach this. I want to just emphasize a little bit how important this course is. Cultural diversity and multicultural education and issues of social justice and racism, discrimination. These are important topics, and they're important because ethically it is the right thing to do. And so we are really going to focus in on a lot of details with regards to those subjects. The second reason, and we'll go into this in a lot more detail than I'm able to tell you now, is that because of the current crisis and because of all of the electronic advances, we have an opportunity now, a window, so to speak, for school reform that we haven't had in many, many years. And I know your life is disrupted as is mine, and in the fall, we may or may not be going back to face-to-face classes. I hope we will. I think it's very likely that we won't be going back to schools as we knew them in the past. And so we have this window of opportunity for school reform. And I think it's critically important that as we think about how we reform the multicultural education and cultural identity becomes a really important part of the foundation of the new reforms. So this course, I think, is really, really important to the future of public education. Now, I want to quickly go over the syllabus with you. A copy of the syllabus is attached to this course overview page where you're seeing this video. And so when you're done with the video, you can just go down and observe the syllabus for yourself. But I just wanted to tell you that the syllabus contains our learning objectives for the course. I believe there are 5 of them, maybe a few more. And that there are topics arrayed by modules that you will find on the ELC side. And each topic, well, there are 3 units, and inside the topic is our individual subjects. And each one is arrayed so that you'll see the readings, you'll see the course materials, the supplementary materials. I've provided a number of videos, and also in some of the things, not all of them, some of them, there will be a required discussion, and a second part of that discussion will be a reflection page, which you can either write, and I'm going to limit it to like 1 page, but I've got a framework for you to respond to those, or create a little video for yourself, and then you can submit those. Those will be somewhat graded. ELC sort of forces my hand on giving points, which for graduate courses, I just am not real thrilled with the idea of giving points to graduate students. But ELC sort of forces the issue, and so there we are. But you will find a summary you find a summary discussion of how we're going to do the assessments, and there are 4 discussion assignments arrayed throughout the course over the course, I believe, of 8 weeks. So you can see it's a very intense. And this is really complex material, and I think that you are going to find it very interesting. But there are no easy answers to many of these subjects that you come up, and so we'll find a lot of things to talk and discuss and debate about throughout this semester. But because this is going to be online, and you and I are not going to be together in person, and of course I'm always available to you to have conversations. But because it's more asynchronous than synchronous, I have made each of the modules look very much alike and presented the materials in a very predictable order. And so you'll see where you are in every module. And so I think that structure is really kind of help you go through those modules. But this is really going to be a fast-paced course. We'll examine approximately 1 module a week, and each module will begin on Monday morning, and then all work is to be completed by the following Sunday night, where we start a new module the following Monday morning. So in between Monday and Sunday, it's up to you to organize your time, but by the end of the week, any work that's required for that subject is done by Sunday night at midnight. Now, one thing that I want to let you know is about the textbook for the course. I'll hold up my copy. I think this is a teacher's copy. You'll find a reference to this in the syllabus. I bought this on Amazon, and it came within a few days. But there are also rental options if you want, and an electronic option if you want to just go ahead and download it electronically. And you can do that much faster. And if you do that, you can get started in the course material. The first week, I'm going to kind of give you a little bit of grace to get the book, and start reading. But there's a lot of really good information in here, but a lot of practical, a lot of theoretical and practical information that will help you think about how you're going to affirm diversity in your teaching career now going forward. The book is authored by Sonia Nito and Patty Bode, and I believe this is in the 7th edition of the book, so it's been around a while. And there's lots of really good practical stuff in there, including sample activities and case studies and that kind of thing. So it's a good comprehensive book, and I want you to get on it right away. So anyway, that's kind of the overview of the course that will at least get you started. So go through the syllabus and then drop down to the table of contents and then just start going through the content just for your own information. I have found links to a lot of videos that I think you'll find very informative and associated them with the topics. So anyway, the last thing I want to say is we only have 8 weeks to cover this incredibly complex topic. So I just want you to buckle up and get ready, because we're going to start, and we're going to jump in the deep end of the pool starting the first day of class, which is probably today is the day that you're seeing it, June the 5th on a Friday. So get started on it, and if you need to get in touch with me, my phone number is on the syllabus, and there's a number of places where you can find ways to access me. I'm very easy. I'm retired. I'm not doing anything other than teaching this course and entertaining myself. So thanks again for enrolling. I look forward to getting to know each of you. I am available to you on Zoom or other kinds of things. So if you want to talk, I'll be glad to spend time getting to know you. Have a great day, and welcome to class.